Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Kai Sport TV. I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, what's different? I'll tell you exactly what's different. This time around, we've decided to hit the streets of Johannesburg, all stars on my feet, and we're finding out from you guys exactly what do you think makes the Orlando Pirates so successful in CAF competitions. And Busbury Whitehead went out and had a chat to Jean de Villiers. He is, of course, the captain of the Springboks, and find out how he's doing. Is he going to be ready in time for the World Cup? Well, we are on the Mandela Bridge in Johannesburg CBD, and it is a very chilly morning, but the subject of Orlando Pirates is always one that is very hot. So on my right, I've got a Kaizer Chiefs fan and I've got an Orlando Pirates fan on my left, and we're talking about why is Orlando Pirates so successful when it comes to competitions on the African continent. So I'm going to start with the Kaizer Chiefs fan and ask you, why do you think they're so successful?
Orlando Pirates is successful mayifika eAfrica mayidlala namanye ama-teams because ine-experience. Dali thatha ama-cups iphume iyodlala eAfrica, but bengakhona ukuwina. But manje seyathola, siqalile strategize manje ukuthi izowina kanjani ngoba sewabonile ama-weakness, yathola namalona nama-advantages ukuthi ngawina kanjani. But makufika ku-Chiefs, i-Chiefs qeda wina khona manje ayina experience yokudlala ngaphandle eAfrica, igcina ukudlala la eSouth Africa nje kuphela. Yona ama-champions la eSouth Africa, but mayifika eAfrica ngathi ayikakwazi ukustrategize, ayikakwazi ukusebenza necoach yayo. Yenza ukuthi ifele mayifika eAfrica.
Well, that is a Kaizer Chiefs fan saying experience. What about you, Orlando Pirates? What do you think you were so successful on the continent?
I think Tina's successful because Orlando Pirates has got experience, as you said, ne? And ijwayele inama skills wakhona ukuthi mayidlala ngale idlala kanjani nangaphi idlala kanjani, ijwayele ukuthi lapha bangapha badlala kanjani and then ngale badlala kanjani. And then Kaizer Chiefs, I think ijwayele ukuthi istyle sangapha eMzansi kuphela ngale ayazi ukuthi badlala kanjani, and mayihambi yangale idlala ngesityle sangapha, and then that's why.
Okay, so those are the opinions of ordinary South Africans about Orlando Pirates. In fact, we're going to go out and get more opinions from you guys.
I-Pirates bafethu makufika ku-Africa i-consistent yabo, noma ifika ku-league ayidlalisa amanye ama-player, and manje nawo lama ama-player sababheke yona i-Africa ngoba yini bafuna ukuclaima ini enye competition e-Africa since vele bane-star yabo kuzo-impressa. And manje abo-Chiefs nayo same thing, mabafika ku-Africa bafaka ama-player rights, bafaka vele abo-Rusiki, ama-player athola i-game time nyana encane yabo. Yi-different Sundowns ke yona iwest inama-player ina yonke into, mara nje ulokuthini bafuna imali ke yona inankinga nje, ama-player nje wona inkinga.
I-Pirates yona ngokwayo is so successful because khathesi mangikhangela ngemidlalo i-Pirates ukho ama-coaches ayewafakile khathesi nje ngikhuluma ngo-Eric Tinkler uhambile manje eCongo kuyabona ukuthi i-ground ime kanjani ma ingena kule ama-competitions anje, so baqala bobheka bona ukuthi i-ground yakhona sidlala linjani lona ngokwalo kwenza ukuthi mabe siyangena lapha bengene bekwazi ukuthi sidlala ama-condition anjani e-weather yabona. I-Pirates yona ngokwayo ama-players ayo enjengabo Sangweni iyabathatha iyabagcina, ithatha amavete ngathi ama-players lawana adlala kudala iyabangenisa phakathi ukwenza ukuthi i-experience experience yikho ikwanisa ukuphumelela ama-games anjalo.
Well, we've heard all sorts of reasons why Orlando Pirates is successful when it comes to African competitions, from Clash of the Titans to experience to all sorts of things. One thing is for sure, this Orlando Pirates train keeps on moving. Now then, we'll look at the box. What's happening? They're going to the Rugby World Cup in September, and of course, Busbury Whitehead caught up with Jean de Villiers to ask about his fitness and everything else.
KFM 95.9, good music, good friends. A good friend we're talking to today is Springbok captain Jean de Villiers. Now, many of us would have fallen in love with him back in the early 2000s. Remember playing under Rassie Erasmus alongside Kobani Bobo, a fantastic combination there in the center of the park. He joins us today to talk about hopes of playing at the World Cup, and of course, it is a big year. He's doing a lot for charity through his testimonial itinerary. Jean, welcome and thanks for joining us on KFM.
Yeah, thank you very much. Quite an introduction there. I'm quite scared that you fell in love with me. But thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Not that kind of love.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Well,
that's
yeah,
fine.
Let's start there then. You've played over 100 test matches for the Boks. You've got a glittering rugby CV. Why the push to get fit in time for this World Cup? Anyone who's 34 and has taken your kind of knocks would say, you know what, I've had enough and I'll just call it a day.
Yeah, look, I think it's a combination of a couple of things. I definitely didn't end my career, or I don't think I would have been happy to end my career with that last game and with that injury. And I think the other thing is just the joy that I get from playing rugby and the love that I have for the Springboks. You know, that great feeling running out, representing your country, and you know, that to me is really special. So I think those are the things that drives me and sort of helping me with this last bit of push. And then lastly, my family. You know, my third child, my first son, was born 2 days after my knee operation, and
Oh, wow.
and you know, I'd like to sort of do something that he can one day be proud of as well. So hopefully I can do that.
What have you had to do to get ready? Has it been an episode of Rocky?
I actually almost wanted to laugh when you said that now, because certainly sometimes I've sort of imagined this Rocky, you know, running up the stairs down the with a song playing in the background. But you know, it's been a tough road. It's been, you know, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of pain, a lot of sacrifice. You know, some days 4 to 6 hours of rehab a day. And you know, luckily I had fantastic people that were involved from the first day. Great surgeon, great physio, great fitness trainer, and you know, they've got me through it. You know, the days that I was down, they sort of inspired me again and motivated me. I've realised that quite early in my career that rugby is not the most important thing, but certainly with this one, I have seen what rugby can do and the power of rugby and sports, and I've also seen what maybe I can do through coming back from this. Not only rugby lessons, not only giving hope to kids that maybe get similar injuries or gets injured as rugby players or sportsmen getting injured, but maybe just, you know, a lesson in life for everyone, in that, you know, you can be knocked down, but it's how many times you get up again.
Today is the 20th anniversary, you mentioned, of that glorious win in '95. You take it back there and you think of the promise that unfolded that day in Ellis Park with Nelson Mandela there and Francois Pienaar, that great moment that promised hope for South Africa. And we look at rugby today, as you say, we've had our problems in South Africa, not only rugby, but sport in general. Do you think that as a South African rugby fraternity, we've been able to fulfill that promise? Because we all thought, well, it's going to be hunky-dory after this, and maybe the road has been a bit more difficult.
Well, I don't think we ever imagined it to be easy. I don't think as South Africans we like things to be easy. We like to work for what we want to achieve, and you know, I think we have fulfilled that promise though. You know, the amazing thing was in Cape Town a couple of months ago, so like 7 o'clock in the morning, walking to a coffee shop, empty coffee shop, in town, and a black lady working there, and as I walk in, she immediately recognizes me, comes to me first, not asking for a table or whatever, first selfie autograph, you know, and not to say that I'm this massively famous person, but the fact that she's a rugby supporter, as a black South African woman, you know, recognizing a white rugby player. You know, 20 years ago, that did not happen, that I can guarantee you. And I think we've come such a long way. It's not about that anymore. Everyone supports all sports. We get behind our team, and when we do that, when we get behind a team, that team can achieve anything. And that's why we need that this year, because the country needs it. And I think we need that positive energy in this country.
Yeah, we definitely do. After the disappointment of the Proteas at the World Cup and Bafana's disappointment at the Africa Cup of Nations, can the Springboks do it though? We saw what's happened in the Super Rugby. None of our teams are getting to the latter stages, to the semi-finals and the finals of the competition, which was a big disappointment. Do we have the form this year, the form book, to go on and win the World Cup?
Look, the Springbok team hasn't played yet this year. Unfortunately, the last time we played, we lost against Wales. So we need to build on that reputation again and start from scratch and make sure that we get to where we want to be. We know that we're good enough. We know that we've got the players that can take it all the way. So I'm not worried about Super Rugby and the results there. You take the best of the best there, you put them together, you put them in the green jersey, and you'll get the results.
The green jersey, and we know that if you want to be part of it, you can go to homegroundadvantage.co.za and you could be on the back of that green jersey, on the back of this green jersey if this man makes the squad in England later on this year. Have you played enough rugby though? We heard that you might play for Marties, you might play some club rugby, Western Province, you've mentioned that you might play a couple of games. Will that be enough rugby to get you to that level of the World Cup?
Yeah, look, I'm obviously looking to play my first game in July. Only time will tell if it will be enough. What I need to do, I need to get back onto the field. I need to play as well as I can, as much rugby as I can, and hoping that it will be good enough to warrant selection. So I'm positive that I can get there again. But we'll have to wait and see. Put in a lot of hard work, and I'm confident, but anything can happen.
Right, we'll wrap it up with 3 questions. You just have to pick one. I'll give you 2 options, you pick one. Okay?
3 questions.
3 questions.
2 options.
2 options, you pick one. Just follow my lead. Follow my lead. Okay. Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates?
Pirates.
Pirates? Seriously? Okay, that's interesting.
I have to answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
why when I answer you make as if it's the worst answer in the world?
I thought you'd pick Chiefs. You look like a Chiefs guy. Pirates are hard guys. Yes. Okay. I've been schooled. Rory McIlroy or Tiger Woods?
Having spent a year playing rugby in Munster in Ireland, 4 Munster in Ireland, I'll have to go Rory McIlroy. Even though Tiger's also had knee surgery, so we're actually friends.
We're fairly similar.
Yeah.
Favorite South African golfer?
Any else?
Going old school?
Yes, definitely. Any else? I love all those guys. Ernie's definitely my favorite. I know Ernie pretty well as well. So, but Brandon Grace, Louis Oosthuizen, Charles Schwartzel, George Coetzee, Thomas Aiken, Retief Goosen. All of them, they're great ambassadors.
And lastly, hip hop or kwaito?
Hip hop or kwaito?
He's not sure.
Yeah, no, I'll go hip hop.
You go hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know any hip hop?
Yeah. Plenty.
Yeah, we'll keep him. He'll say Snoop Dogg to answer that question.
I played with Bobs for a couple of years. So I went to the spots, There you go.
I will wrap it up on that note. Thank you so much, Jean de Villiers. Good luck with the rest of your road to recovery. Hopefully we'll see you in that green and gold later on this year in England. And good luck with your testimonial matches and all the work you're doing for charity.
Thank you very much.
Well, there's nothing quite like spending a morning in Johannesburg CBD. We've had a very interesting morning getting all sorts of opinions from you guys about Orlando Pirates. I'm sitting on the bridge now, which means we've come to the end of the show. That's it for this week. Until next week, keep watching Kai Sport TV.